concerning of the title you can see right here on the screen. It's called African Parents Are Toxic. This is the trending story that's been going on. A lot of African kids, not just African kids, but young kids all over the world. They're coming out here and they start talking about how they were raised, how they grew up in a toxic environment. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I invited my guest on this show so we can talk about these issues a lot. So welcome.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you. So guys, for those of you guys who don't know my guest, you guys can go ahead and go on Facebook. She's right on Facebook. You guys can find her. She preaches a good word of God. You can go on her page right there, Victory Ministry International. That's where you guys can find her. And please give her a follow and please follow up on her page. So I'm gonna play. I got two videos which I want you to watch, and then we'll discuss about it. So let's go ahead and play the first one and then see what we got right here.
I'm sorry. I've been crying since I woke up this morning. I'm sorry. I need a minute. Okay, so I woke up this morning to a very heated argument with my African Nigerian mother about the trauma that she put me through. About the trauma that she and my dad put me through. How they used to beat the shit out of me as kids. And I'm going to the gym right now because I need to take all this energy off. I already used my Florida water this morning, but I'm just like, I'm so traumatized because they fucked my life up. They treated me like an adult when I was a child. I took care of my siblings. I took them to school. I bathed them. I raised my siblings as of like 10 years old, because as of 9 years old, I was back home. I was taking them to school. I was feeding them. And now I was trying to tell her the things that she did to me and how she ruined my life, and how I can't have a regular relationship with anybody. Like, my relationship is fucked up because my trauma keeps popping up in there and I keep projecting it on them, and it just fucked them up. And I was trying to talk to her today because she did the same thing to my sister. And I told my mother, I said, Mom, the way you're going about this thing, you're gonna lose this girl. She's gonna leave the house, and the same shit she did to me when I left home at 17, you're gonna do it to this girl. And she was like, well, if I didn't do that to you when you were a child, are you gonna be the way you are right now? I was like, Mom, are you serious right now? You traumatized me. You fucked up my life. My dad used to beat me. Like, he wouldn't stop beating me until there was blood on my body. Like, until he saw that I was bleeding. And now she wants me to call him and talk to him and kiki with him. And I'm telling her it can't be possible, and she's asking me to forgive. I have forgiven, but I would never forget because you fucking hurt me. And now I have to go to...
Wow.
Yeah. So it's a lot. Okay, so this young girl right here coming out and saying it in pain, agony, talking about how our own biological parents, treated her in a toxic way. There wasn't just about toxic, it's just about physical abuse. It was just like mental suffering. At 10, your parents are making you raise your own siblings. So what do you think about this?
Wow, this is so sad. I don't think there could be the biological.
Yeah.
parents. In that age, you're still young, they are treating you like adult. That is abuse.
Mhm.
They are making the child to grow before her time. You know,
Exactly. Yeah.
some parents, they think like beating a child is discipline when it's not. That is abuse. By beating her to reaching the point like if she breed is when they can leave her alone by the father,
Mhm.
that is a question mark to know if he's a real father or is the stepfather.
Yeah, you're right about that.
You see, so that is a question mark because if he's your biological father, to
Mhm.
beat you at that point is a question mark.
Yeah, like the way she said, like, growing up now, she's still going through that pain. There's some kids, where like when you went through trauma and like your own people abusing you, like you grew up with that mentality, like it just stays in your head for a long time. Like they always said, kids, they don't forget memories. They're not like us adult, where like when you do something wrong to an adult person, they'll say, you know what, I'll just let it go and forget. But kids, they don't. Like for her right now, like I said, she had her own parents, you know.
Mm.
It was so crazy. Like now, it's just like now a young sister is going through the same steps she went through in the form of training about culture. Mostly it's about culture. When it comes to African homes, it's always about culture, how you need to follow your culture, how you need to be respectful to your parents, how the right way you need to grow. But to my own opinion, I feel like the way to go about it when it comes to training your kids about teaching about the culture, I feel like they go the wrong way. On They don't have to abuse you, they don't have to beat you for you to understand what you're saying.
That is abuse.
Yeah.
Discipline and abuse is two things different.
Hmm.
That is abuse. That is not discipline. The parents, they can't say we are disciplining our kids by mistreating them.
Yeah.
That is abuse. And the kids, they catch up things so fast, but they
Hmm.
don't forget.
That's true.
You see, the way she's growing, she's going to grow with that image on
Hmm.
her head. And yes, she can forget. It depends with the person. Some people, they forget, they forgive, they forget. Some of them no.
Yeah, so it's just so crazy. Like, I cut this one point. She said even now in a relationship, being in a relationship is so hard for her because, like every time when a boyfriend or whoever she's dating, every time he raises the voice, it brings her back those memories. You know what I'm saying? It's like she's not free. She doesn't want to give people chance in a relationship or have friends around her because she feel like everybody would just raise a voice on her. She feel like, it takes her back to that. It's like the whole mental health. I feel like African parents, they need counseling.
Yes, they do.
You know,
She was beaten by her dad.
a
That
dad, yes.
that is a man. You can't beat your own child like that to reach in that point.
Hmm.
This is the reason why here in America they teach kids if your parents beat you, call police.
Hmm.
We think like it's a bad thing, but it is not a bad thing because parents will get advantage of kids.
Yeah,
Because why? I'll beat her, I'll beat him. She doesn't have power to beat me back.
yeah, that's true.
So they get advantage of that. That's why now the police, they are like American law, they're involved in that.
Yeah,
For adult, you don't have a right to beat a kid because that kid can't beat you back.
that's true.
You get my point?
Yes.
So now American law, they stand to say we are going to defend the kid. Because some parents, you can be like, you are stressed,
Hmm.
you are mad with something, and the child want to say a word, you slap. you know So, and in Africa, as an African parent,
Yeah.
that is not a discipline. That is mistreat. If she reach in the point like she starts having, that is having memory problem. She's scared for any raising voice. She's like, I'm scared. That is not right.
Yeah, you're
So
right.
she's not getting discipline. She was getting mistreated by her parent.
Imagine a stepmom or your aunt or anybody. Imagine that. If like your own parents are treating you like in a form of disciplining you, like they're beating you to the point like until they see you bleeding, that's when they're gonna know that you've learned. Like, what do parents they think for you to understand what they're saying, they have to beat you? Why is that?
In that age, to beat you on that point, what did she do? I want to treat my kid in my own discipline. Yes, if I beat you in that way, that is not discipline, that is something else. What did she do in that age for her to pass through that situation by her own parents? She have to find out to know the truth if they are her own parents.
Okay, so like there's this one thing too I want to talk about, when it comes to, like the way she said, when it comes to doing chores at home, you do your chores, you take care of your home, you clean, you sweep the house, on top of that, you take care of your siblings, right? Your parents, they leave the house, they go to work, they leave you in charge with the whole entire household. You, like she was saying, she was birthing her siblings, feeding them like our own children, like they made her grow up and like they made her mature at 10 years. Why is it so hard for African parents to come home and just tell their daughters, like, my daughter, I'm proud of you, thank you so much for what you did? Why is it so hard for parents to do that, just to show a little bit of gratitude?
They don't. A lot of them, or some of them, they are ungrateful parents. If you leave me at home with my own sisters, yes, they are my own sisters. It's my responsibility to take care of them. If you can say thank you, it's fine. If you can't say thank you, it's okay, but don't mistreat me. It's all what I can say. Yes, they are my own brothers, sisters. I'll cook for them. I'll serve them. I'll shower them. But what did I do wrong for you to mistreat me, to beat me in that point? If everything was okay.
Yeah. But like, don't you think, like, for a kid, like for me in my own point, like if a kid doing everything you tell them to do, especially at home, take care of your kids, don't they deserve like a free time? Like, let me just have like a free moment. Let me just go out there, hang out with my friends, like just a little break. Like, honestly,
African parents, they don't think that way.
no breaks. No time off.
African time,
Yeah.
they don't think that way.
Yeah, that's so.
They think like you are in the right position to do it.
Okay.
And a few of them, they don't know how to say thank you. They don't know how to appreciate. They think like if they appreciate to their own kids, they reduce themselves.
Oh, it's like weakness.
Yeah, like they'll be weak in front of their kid. So they want to, like, if there's still our mom, there's still our dad, they can't say sorry.
You're right.
So a lot of them, they can't. Nimupempe sorry, achan. Sorry, achan.
Yes. I'm gonna be mamwaka.
Arikwanga kuja sorry, achan.
Yeah. Actually, that's true.
In that area, if we are waiting for them to say sorry, we wait forever.
Okay. So there's this video I want to play for you. It's about, there's most of African parents, right? Especially not African parents, African kids here in the United States, right?
Yeah.
You're in the United States, you wish to be, I wish to, I wish I was born in a different family, like American family, where like all the kids they have that freedom, right? And then there's kids out there in Africa, they wish to be here in the United States so they can have that freedom life they see on TVs or everywhere on social media. You know what I'm saying? But in some home, it's not that in that case. Where like there's kids out there that are still complaining, like especially kids who are raised by African parents, right? They're still going through the same thing. So I'm gonna play this video for you, and we'll discuss about it later.
Okay.
Man, where am I gonna get this money to help this guy? Post this or not, because I'm not the type to put out my business on the internet, but I'm gonna tell y'all anyways, because I don't have friends to vent to. So I'm gonna tell y'all gonna be my business today. I'm gonna tell y'all my problems. So I just got off the phone with my dad. I barely know this man. He raised me up until I was 8 years old. And it's not like he was in my life the whole entire time up until I was 8. It was like on and off. Sometimes I'd go live with my mom, sometimes I'd go live with him. So I'm gonna tell y'all the basics. I live in a whole different state from my mom. I live 5 hours away from her. And my dad stays in Africa, and I'm in America. I'm 22 now, and I told my mom prior to me giving birth that I was pregnant, and during giving birth, I told her that, hey, Mom, I'm in labor. And I sent her pictures of when my son was born, and up until then, we haven't spoke. So a few months ago, my mom and my sister went to a wedding in Iowa, and Iowa is an hour away from where I live, and I felt some type of way because y'all can go to a whole stranger's wedding, but y'all can't come see me when I just gave birth. Like, be fucking for real. But I ignored that. Like, it's whatever. I called her like a month or 2 ago, like, just to check up on her, just like, I miss you, like, I want to talk to my mother, and she didn't pick up. So today my sister texted me saying Dad wants you to call him, and I'm like, finally one of my parents wants to talk to me. And I was already thinking about him a few days ago anyways. So I called him. So he said hi, and I said hi, and he said, how am I doing? And I said, I'm good. And then he proceeded to ask me for money. Typical, he always does. Which there's nothing wrong with that, but it's like every single time you call me, you don't call me to genuinely see how I'm doing, and that's why I don't talk to you. You call me to ask me for stuff, and that's the problem. Like, you don't call me because you love me and you miss me and you want to see how your daughter is doing. You calling me to ask me to provide for you. So long story short, he laid that out for me. He said he called me because, one, he needs me to send him money because he needs his hospital bills paid and he needs money for his medicine. 2, to take my son to my mother's house with a gift or money and go beg her for forgiveness for having a kid out of wedlock. And 3, this one made me chuckle a little bit. He said to start paying his bills every single month. You want me to pay for your bills and pay for my bills and take care of my son at the same time? Like, and his reasons for all these things, he said that he used to take care of me when I was young. He provided everything for me when I was young. So now I got to take care of him. Like, baby, you 50 years old. I'm your son. I'm your daughter. Like, you were supposed to feed me when I was young. You were supposed to take care of any necessities for me when I was young. Like, and I don't have to pay y'all back. What type of parents are y'all for asking me to pay y'all back just because y'all took care of me when I was young? Like, make it make sense. And
For which one? young girl?
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah.
Just
Okay, so,
the way she talk, the way
yeah.
she's. I can support her mom. It's look like her mom, she tried to put her in the straight way, she did not.
Okay.
By saying like you are a 50-year-old man. That is our parents, in fact. She's talking about her mom. You see, you expect me paying your bill at the same time because you raised me,
Okay.
She's talking about her own parents. That's disrespectful.
That's in African culture, right?
Yeah, in African culture, that is disrespectful. It's not something she can do.
Okay.
Parents, still parents, they still deserve to have their respect. They still deserve to eat our money in case like if the dad asks money for medicine.
Yeah.
Which means the dad's sick.
Okay.
You know, the dad can't know the situation you are passing through. The dad know that my daughter, she's in America. Yeah, but by doing that, she is in need. She needs the money to. He needs the money to buy the medicine. And you know, the language she used is not a language to her parents. If she was close to her dad, they were supposed to give her a good slap.
Well, she's lucky enough. She's not close to the dad, so
don't. And maybe I wish the dad is not going to watch that. Some of the dads can curse you. You know, our parents is very hard for them to understand our situation.
Yeah,
it's very hard. You explain to them, I don't have. They'll still know that you do have it.
No matter what.
No matter what, you explain, Papa, I don't have. Papa, you know, no, you can't tell me you don't have, you have it. You know, like an old man, 50 years old, there back home. You just know the name of America.
Yeah.
They don't believe that people, they suffer here to get money. They can't believe that. You know, maybe what she did was very bad to her mom. That's why her mom reached in the point she can't even go where she are. What I know, our parents, first pregnant, they will discipline you a little bit, but they allow you to come close. Especially as a mother.
Yeah.
Our dads may get upset. I don't want to see her here. I don't want her to come close. But you see the mom, she'll just go without the dad know to go and see our own daughter. But in this one, if the mom stay away from her like that, there's something.
Yeah, just like she said, like, you know, the mom is more upset than the dad. At least she still talked to her dad, even if she doesn't agree with most of the things he said. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, like she said, she had a child out of wedlock. Yeah, so which means she had a baby before marriage, and the mom didn't like that. So when she delivered the child, she sent the pictures to the mom, and then hoping the mom will come home and see her with the child. But the mom did not respond to her. And then the most crazy thing is like the mom convinced all her sisters, all her siblings not to go see her.
To go.
Yeah. What could be the reason of that coming out from your own mom?
What I know about the African mother, if we go in that, like you get pregnant before marriage, that things upset them a lot.
Yeah.
That things upset them a lot. They expect you to be a good child, you get married, at least they eat what they call lobola, something like that, yeah. Brad Price, yeah. But it looked like her mom shows upset.
Yeah.
But she have to humble herself, is what I can say.
Oh, you mean the girl, right?
It's that kind of decision. She can't even come close to you. Stop all those young sisters, everybody to come around to you. You have to humble yourself.
Okay.
The language she's having, my phone low battery. The language she's having is not going to help her. You know? If she continue with that kind of language to her parent, African mom, she's not going to get any help. She has to understand that what she did was wrong and to humble herself so she can go back to the family.
Yeah, but you know, like the way, like this girl, she came in the United States at 8, right? She's being around, she went to school here, high school, and she have like, I'm pretty sure she have a lot of American friends out there. You know, she's been in a lot of places. She's seen a lot of the way her friends are being treated at home. You know, like most of the time here in the United States is a normal thing. It happens. Kids getting pregnant and then they stay in the mother's home and that, like, no problem, no anything. You know, as long as you just bring a kid home. So I'm pretty sure she expected that from her own mom, because for her, she doesn't think that's abnormal. Why would your parents just ignore you like that when you have a baby? You know what I'm saying? So for her, she think it's abnormal. Like, she doesn't understand why would her mom treat her like that way. You know.
Now she have to sit down and understand. If she know the reason, then she have to understand the problem.
Yeah.
You know.
So, go ahead.
If she know the reason that her mom, she did not want her to get pregnant before marriage, then she have to understand that this is the situation.
So she got to deal with the consequences, huh?
Yeah. Her mom, she have to. It's what I said. She have to humble herself. My phone is low battery, so I'm trying to charge it.
Oh, no problem.
Oh. It's what I said. She have to humble herself.
So, on one point, she said when she talked to her dad, right? Her dad asked her to go back to her mom, to go apologize for having a baby out of wedlock, which means she need to take a gift or money to her mom to apologize. Do you think it's the right thing to do?
Yes, it's what I said. She have to humble herself. Because if your own mom, she gets upset. I know a lot of cases, if you get pregnant like that, daddies, they are the first people to get upset like that.
Yes.
And then you see your mom will be on your side talking over you. Oh, you know, she's just a child. But if her mom, she decides to do that, in this case, she have to humble herself.
All right.
She has to do her own best to make peace with her mother. You know?
Yeah.
The dad the dad is in Africa. The dad needs help. The dad doesn't know what is happening here in America. The mom, she's the one who knows the reality of living in America.
Okay.
So if the mom behaving like that, she have to humble herself.
So, speaking of that, right? Her dad is in Africa, right? He raised her up to 8 years, and then in those 8 years, he was in and out of her life. Where, like, he was gone for a couple months, he come back, and then disappear again for a couple years, he come back. So, do you think he's in the best position of demanding things from her just because he's a dad?
No. I know dads out there, they will laugh at me, they will talk, they will call me names.
Yeah.
You know? In that case, you come, you go, you come, you go, you come, you go. It's just the same thing like you be raised with your mom.
Exactly.
Yeah. So the support of the dad was not that 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Some of parents, they need to have shame. You need to ask yourself.
Going there too.
They're not going to be happy with this.
Yeah.
They're not going to be happy with this one,
yeah.
But they need to have shame. You didn't raise me 100%.
Mm-hmm.
My mom raised me. I've come something good in life which you did not participate, like spending something. At least talk with my mom.
Mm-hmm.
If my mom doesn't ask me for money, the one who raised me up, you did not. Why you ask me for it?
And on top of that, this guy is I'm sorry for calling him guy. Okay, her dad is laying demands. Like I say, you need to pay my bills. I understand about the medical, medicine.
Every month.
Yeah, I understand. But this guy he wants her, a 22-year-old child, to pay his bills every month. Like a child which you did not raise, you don't even care about starting a relationship with your child. Like, they don't even have relationship. The last time they saw each other, she was 8. He's been coming in and out their life, so they don't have if I was a parent, I would start with a relationship first. I want my child to get to know me. But it's not just because I'm a father. I feel like, okay, just because I'm a father, okay, let me just demand that you're gonna give me because I'm your dad. And then he said, I raised you. I used to take care of you when you were a child, from 1 to 8. How much money did you spend than what your wife did?
You know, our African parents, they take it to be normal. But that child coming when she was 8 years, she's American child.
Exactly.
Your face, she will face you and tell you the truth.
But now do you understand why she's speaking the way she's speaking towards her dad?
Yes, because you know,
Yeah.
back home they said, oh, mwana sasoba.
Yeah.
Mwana ni mwana watu longo sinamkulise tate wake asakadiziwa stikana. But not in this country we are in.
Exactly, yeah.
Not in this country. Some of the kids back home, they'll chase you, they'll tell you, why? I don't know you.
Exactly, yeah.
You know, not in this country we are in. You need to have limits. Is the dad, we don't refuse, we respect him. At least have a shame.
No African dad.
Before they tell you the truth, you say, have a shame.
Yeah.
You used to come in and out, in and out. I've been raised by my mom. I can support my mom more than my dad because my mom was there for me.
That's
I
true.
don't have the feeling of my dad. I have the feeling of my mom. You know?
That's
so,
true.
But daddy is just like the name of America.
Yeah.
You have to slow down. If you did not raise the kids, slow down.
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
Like it takes, like here in America, they believe like a parent is the person who raised you, not the person who fathered you. You know, there's kids, there's those kind of parents where like, okay, just because I'm biologically your dad, that don't mean I'm your father. You know, I can be that kind of guy who just biologically, you know, give you birth. But if the person whoever steps in your life and take care of you, raise you, like who, that's your dad.
That's your dad.
Not the biology. That's how we believe here in the United States, right?
That is the law. I saw that in couple of courts. People go there. You are biological father, but you did not support the baby, so you are not.
You are not the father.
Yeah.
So, but I think the most important thing for African dads, they need to understand that logic. Because I don't think African parents, especially dads, they understand that. They feel like they can just because they are biological dad, they can tell you whenever you want. And they don't understand. It's like, I wasn't there for this child. You know, if you look at most of homes right now, most of our parents, the only parents who take care of us like 100% is their mom's side.
Yep.
The dads, I don't know where they've been. They've been just going to work and come back and nothing. How they don't even understand how you grew up, whether you're sick, they don't even understand that. The only thing they want, they care about is just to train you about their culture, which favors them. I don't think most of the cultures favors a girl. Most African culture is also about what men want. It's about and I got these questions a lot from my viewers. Why do a boy is treated different than a girl child? Why do a girl child gotta go through all these trauma and the boy child is just going to school and, you know, having a VIP treatment at home? Why is that so?
Because they say the girl, you know, like you said before, like the mother gets 100%, like will be raised by mothers a lot than the father.
Yeah.
So as the African parent, they like to raise the girl good because they know that one day she'll get married. One day she'll have her own house. She'll have her own kids.
Yeah.
So the way they raise them is a little bit different because they know he's a boy.
Okay.
You go to school, you start working, and they trust like a child, like a girl.
Mhm.
What I can say over this is like the mentality, what they are thinking as a parent. You know that ladies, child, they have to go like just for marriage.
For marriage only, yeah.
Yes. Apart from marriage, they can't go school, they can't be having their own job, supporting families. No, they know that she's the girl. One day she have to get
Right.
married.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they limit themselves just from there.
It doesn't make sense to me. Okay, I understand most of African home they raise a girl child to for marriage, right? To prepare you.
Yes,
Okay, the way
just
we're
for
gonna train.
marriage, they think they just limit their thought like, okay, she's a girl. One day
Mhm.
she'll get married.
But okay, what about let's talk about a son, right? A boy child. First of all, you are home. You a mother is busy, and both parents, a mom and dad, they're busy focusing on the girl child about how you're supposed to take care of your in-laws, especially when you get married. You're supposed to clean your husband's house. You're supposed to cook, clean everything. You know, why they don't teach a boy child when you get married, you're supposed to work and provide for your family. You're gonna be the
That's
head of the house.
that's why now a lot of marriages they are not staying.
Mhm.
You
Because
see,
most of husbands are lazy. Like, you're gonna
they
see like you
don't-
get married just for a woman to take care of you.
you find like women that doing their part by raising the girls, teach them what to do in marriage. One day you get married, one day you have this. But for the boy, they don't get that. Now, if they find themselves in marriage, you find like now we have a lot of divorce, and
Yeah,
they keep on blaming on women.
exactly.
You see, but
Yeah.
they don't see that a man did not get a proper training by the father or by the family.
Hmm.
Is a man. Yes, that you the things you just said that makes sense. Is a man. You have to
Yeah.
start
Yeah.
learning because one day you marry, one day you have his families, but the most of them they don't. They train the girl than the boy.
Yeah, I feel like that's just the wrong way, because like, if you look at here in United States, when a boy at 17, the first thing your parents will tell you, get a job. You need to learn to be responsible. You know what I'm saying? Once you start working at young age, because if you look at Africans, you're gonna find like a 30-year-old man is at home still living in a mother's home, right?
Mm-hmm.
Waiting for food until the cook is gonna eat. And when he comes home from school or work, if you don't find food, he's gonna start beating his sisters around for not leaving food for them when he didn't even provide for that food.
Yep.
I don't think that's the best way to raise a son.
It's
The best person you're supposed to push, like, to push more is supposed to be your son. A son needs to be the person who's supposed to be the head of the house. Because
that's it. They always raise the kid, the girls. They teach the girl. They told, one day yisukako mbale pyangako uzakwatiriwa, but to the men, to the son, they don't. But here in America,
it's both ways.
all
It
of them
doesn't
they
matter.
say,
This will
you
come
know,
back.
you are a boy, suka mbale.
Hmm.
Make your own breakfast. Know how to make your bed. Know how to keep your bedroom clean.
Yes.
But back home, no. You are a boy. You come from school. You put your bag when the chaff bola.
My sister was kidding.
You see, but sister man didn't clean.
Yeah,
No, if you go in marriage, you grow up, things are difficult on you.
that's true. That's true. Okay, so back to the last video we played. A girl, she her dad advises her to go back home and apologize to her mom, taking a gift, money, or anything just to appease. It's like you're appealing your mom. Just say sorry. And what kind of advice can you give her on the best way to do it? Because I don't think she understands all that. I don't think what the dad was saying it doesn't make sense. It's nonsense. So what kind of word can you use for her to understand what you're saying. Because I'm pretty sure right now she's not in a good terms with her mom. And she's not even getting along with any of our family members.
What I can advise her, if she knows one of her mom friend
Mm-hmm.
who is close to the mom, or even to the church, if they have a church, she can go through church.
Okay.
She can meet the pastor or my pastor, talk
Mm-hmm.
to them. She can tell them the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Then they can go and talk to her mom. Because if her mom doesn't want to listen her because she called the phone, they don't get along. If
Yeah.
she the pastor, the church they used to go to, she
Mm-hmm.
can go and meet with the pastor.
Okay.
She can talk with the pastor. This is the problem. This is the situation. I was wrong, but I
Mm-hmm.
want to go back to my mom. I want my mom to forgive me.
To go home
So
and make sense.
there are those who can be able to speak with her mom.
That's a good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea. So, and one last question before we ended the video. When about all these videos coming out right now, girl child coming out, telling their stories how they grew up, the trauma. Do you think it's a good idea for the parents, like their kids are coming out and putting their family business on social media?
By putting, you see, like this girl, the way she come up to say everything on the media, she
Mm-hmm.
was, I don't usually put my family matter on the media.
Okay.
This is the situation. She's in need of help.
Yeah.
You see, she don't know who she can talk to. She says she don't have friend.
Yeah.
If you get a point, she say, I don't have friend. I don't put my family matter on the media, but this is what is happening.
Okay.
For her age, she's too young. So she's in need of help.
That's true. That's true.
She needs help. But she don't know how she can get help. The dad back home, the dad was in and out. I don't think that she can listen to her dad 100%.
No.
The way she talk, I
Yeah.
don't think she can listen to her dad 100%.
Yeah, you're right about that. That's okay.
My dad's making noise.
Yeah, that's American kids.
He's demanding me to pay her bills every month. How could you? I'm paying mine to come and pay yours.
Mm-hmm.
So she's not going to listen to her dad so much, but she needs help. That's why she bring her story on the media. I pray that she can get someone to help her good to get her to her mom.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
And in the first one we watched, like a Nigerian lady, she was mistreated by her parent.
Okay.
I can ask parents, at least we have to know what is discipline and what is abuse or mistreat. Kids, they keep things so fast, but they can't take it out of their head.
Yeah.
Today you can mistreat that child. You think like you are disciplining her, but you are destroying her.
That's true. Because
she didn't get the discipline for our parents, but she was destroyed by our own parents.
That's true. Yeah.
They destroy her by trying to disciplining her, but so as a parent, we have to know how to discipline our kids. Speak with your child.
Yeah.
Tell your child, this is what I want you to do. If that child keep on messing up, we don't refuse to discipline our kid, but don't take it to be like habit.
Okay.
Each time you slap, tomorrow you beat, you are destroying that child.
Yeah, that's true.
Somehow she can't forget. She keep on crying. That's why we see some kids, they end up to kill themselves.
Yeah.
They don't know what to do. Why my own parents can treat me like this? It's better I die.
Especially the people you expect to run to when you're in need of, like, when you're in trouble or you need advice. Your parents are the people you're supposed to go to and advise you. But if your parents are scaring you, yeah, you're right. A lot of things happen. Kids can start thinking about committing suicide or anything because they don't have anybody in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your parents, they're supposed to be your best friend. They're supposed to be people you can confide in. And there are people who you can, like, if my mom and my dad tell me this, they're not gonna deceive me.
And
But
if they do that, they don't even know that they are doing all wrong. They don't have time to say sorry. Our African parents, they don't have time to say sorry. They'll mistreat you. They'll expect you to continue helping them or be with them.
Yeah, man,
that is very bad. That was not the way to discipline a child or to want the child to grow up in good discipline. That was over. That was mistreat.
okay, yeah. But anyways, to African parents out there, they need to change. You guys need to change. You guys need to come up with a different way of training your kids or giving them discipline, because these kids are angry and they're coming out and tell you your secrets out. So, like I said, we need to change. Kids are human too. Okay, we gotta give them a chance to learn how to listen to your kids. Ask their kids, what's wrong, what's going on in your life, have a conversation with your kid. It's not about, it's not a shame you, like, just weaken yourself, get your kids level and talk to them like best friends. It's gonna help a lot. That's gonna help a lot. Treat your kids like your friends. That way they're gonna be open up to you and tell you what they're going through. Because sometimes kids out there, they go through a lot. They can go to school and tell you what happened to school, but they're scared. You're gonna judge them.
Yes, that's true.
So much, yeah. So, anyways, we've come to the end of our discussion. So, guys out there, like I said, this was the most sensitive topic we had this week. And next week, we're going to come up with a more topic. So please, guys, do what you guys always do all the time, man. Keep subscribing to our channel and keep following our page. And for my guest, Sister Angela, she has her own Facebook page out there. It's called Word of Victory Ministry International. Please look for it, search it on Facebook. She's always out there. If you guys got more questions, word of encouragement, or she's very good with word of God. She's gonna encourage you and teach you and put you in the right way. Please keep following her page and keep going. She goes live a lot. Keep up with that, and you guys are the best. So without further ado, I just want to say thank you guys for watching our show. You guys are the best. Peace.
Yep.
All right, that was a good one.